Hello, Spider Peeps. Well, guess what I'm going to be playing with today? Yeah, I'm going to be making a squishy. Taba squishies, I think they're called. I don't really get them, but don't eat them. This was just a kit from Amazon, and I saw Ben's work playing with something from Let's Resin the other day, and I thought I'm going to have a go at that. So there's an A and a B. There's that. There's that, which I think is flock. And there's a teddy bear mould and a cat's paw mould. And various bits and bobs of things. One of them, we've got some gloves. Are they going to be Spidermaf size gloves? Wear you some gloves, eh, craftsman? Oh, actually, they're going to fit. Well, hey, they are Spidermaf large gloves. Spider large. Right. Where are we then? So I think I'm going to have to cut that open. This is where I cut the finger off my glove. No, I didn't. So we've got an A and a B there. There were no instructions, but I noticed that on the bottom of the pack there are some. So let's go through this then. Measure and pour the desired amount of silicone into measuring cup. Pour the same amount into a separate measuring cup. Combine A and B in a mixing cup. This must be a mixing cup. Okay, so let's get a mixing cup out. And where are the measuring cups? There. Okay, so let's start with A. All right, never quite sure what you're going to find under these. Oh, all right, that's the seal. And then this is the other seal. Let's pop that around like so. Now, I don't know whether this is smelly or not. It doesn't say whether it's got volatiles in it or anything. It's just silicone gel for squishy. Used for making Taba squishy, hamster, chicken and animals. Right, where am I going to go on this? Let's do 15. 15, whatever these are. Actually, I'm going to go to 20. 15 doesn't look a lot. Right, 20. There we go. And let's put that away. Have I got any on my hands? No, I'm doing well. Let's do the, whatever this is, the hardener. Now, I would normally shake this, but as this has arrived off the back of that Amazon van a couple of minutes ago, I think it's probably going to be well shaken. It's not been sitting and standing in the cave for ages. This is a fresh experiment. Okay, so what did I go up to that? I went up to 20, didn't I? Can't remember. Gone now. And so let's go up to 20 on this. Up to 20 on that, okay. And now I pour into the mixing cup. This is where I hope I've not done too much. In fact, if I pour at the same time, that should help. I should have done 15. I've got another cup here. I think if I clean this out, this is empty. I'm going to move it into there to mix it, I think. I think that'll be better. Look, loads of space in that one. Maybe I'll put the extra bits in there into it as well. Now, I don't think with these you have to put any colouring in when you're doing it. I think the colouring goes on afterwards. Not really sure. It doesn't mention anything about the... Oh, it says add dyes and stir, optional. All right, so I'm going to add a dye. Let's go for the Spidermaf purple dye. I'm not sure what this dye is going to be like, so let's open it up. Oh, it's paint-like. Looks like acrylic, so I'm going to grab a blob of that and put that in there. But it matches the cutting mat, doesn't it? How very satisfying. Now I've got 2 stirrers in. Oh dear. Definitely better with a longer stirrer and a bigger cup. And I don't know what this stuff does to my cutting mat, so let's make sure that's off there. Seeing as I've only just got a new cutting mat. So what was this? This was 20 and 20, so this is 40mm. So I think I should be able to do a teddy with that. What do you reckon? And then this might not be as deep, but I think I'll be able to do both of these. So on Ben's Works, they put a like eyeshadow stuff on it afterwards from what looked like a makeup kit in the kit that they got. And I think I've got some like mica powders or something that I use in resin elsewhere that I might be able to do similar with. But this is just my first experiment in squishies. I think they're going to be disgusting, to be honest. But the spider nieces might like them. Therefore, they will become theirs. All right, I think that's it. So let's pour. And these ungas themselves. Apparently, I'm going to have loads of this left over, I think. These ungas themselves, and they also don't require pressure pots. So actually, I mean, if this isn't toxic evilness, it's probably quite a well, I don't know. It might be a good project for kids. I don't know. You need to check the instructions on the kit that you buy, and don't pay any attention to what I say. All right, that's the teddy bear done. I thought so, there'd be enough. So let's try the cat's paw. I think the idea is that it's squishy so that you can do a cat's paw on the paw. I really want to do an agua as well now. There's my agua mould. I don't think I've got enough to make an agua mould of this, which is a pity. But I don't actually think, in the way that I do the blocky silicone moulds, I don't think this will work, because I think we're going to need something to pour the paw, if you see what I mean. Oh, there's a little hole at the top, so if I've just got enough... Hey, that was a good guess, wasn't it? So in this kit, the little moulds in this kit, so 20mm and 20mm, fill both of those up, and I've got a little bit left over to make more squishies another day. Right, so we'll leave that there for about 1 to 2 hours, 25 degrees C. And we'll come back later and see if the squishies have squished. If the squishies are still squishy. I think they're supposed to be squishy, but then shut up, Spiderman. I'm back. That sounds well creepy. Okay, so this is what was left over in the pot. And yeah, I mean, it's about the consistency of jelly, I think. Yeah, weird stuff. I wonder whether this might be an interesting texture to cover robotics with. Very weird stuff. Anyway, it's what the it's what the Japanese loving young'uns like. Let's zoom out a bit. Right, so I think what I need to do now is get the flock and put that in the bag. In fact, I'm going to do that first. And actually, when I was watching Ben's work do this, all the back was sticky when they were taking stuff off it. And what I'm thinking is, if you flock the back first, the rest will come off easier. Anyway, I don't know. So let's do the teddy first. Let's get this into the bag. I feel like I ought to put a mask on for this. It's beginning to scare me. So let's pop that in there. Then at least that'll keep control of it. And that's going to be ready to dump the squishy into. So it says, I mean, it did say bubbles will be gone when it's cured. It didn't really get any bubbles in, but yeah, that's come out really well. So it said to start at the edges and peel down. And I don't want to get fingerprints all over it, so I'll put these back on. I mean, once it's cured, I mean, you're not going to want to eat it. I mean, you might want to eat it. It does look tasty, but very probably death dealing. And there it is. It sticks to itself, which is why you need the flock, I think. Here we go. This reminds me of those little things that this reminds me of those little things that you used to get, little octopuses I used to get when I was younger. You'd throw them at the wall and they'd walk down the wall. Sticky things. Of course, because they were way too much fun, they were banned at school. Okay, so there he is. All right, so I think he's got to go in there. And he's fighting every second. I'll pop him down the bottom. Come on, little guy. Come on, stay down there. All right, and then we shake and cover him in these mysterious fibres of death. Which are probably going to be on Spidermaf's mat forevermore. All right. So he's now squishy and not sticky, which is the idea, I think. Don't know whether I'm supposed to blow this off him. It's now going all over my fingers. But I'm gonna put him there. Let's get this one out and do the same thing now. I think I'm going to be a bit more rough with this. So this is the thing that I think they started them with, which is a squidgy cat's paw, because everybody likes cat beans apparently, which is the little squidgy bits of cat that are at the bottom of their paws. This one's actually got a hole for a keyring. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Right. All right. I mean, that is sort of satisfying. Okay, right, so back in here. Don't eat these, kids. It does feel like a massive Haribo. I think actually that was I think that's it. Seems to have covered all pretty quickly. The back's a little bit sticky, but I wonder, let's pick up all these things. The vacuum cleaner is definitely coming into the cave at the end of this. Okay, so that's Squidgy 1 and Squidgy 2. Squishy 1 and Squishy 2. What do you think? So apparently, I'm going to doff the gloves. Hang on. So here we go. So they don't feel sticky now, but I'm going to get all the goo over my fingers. Not the goo, all of the all of the fibres over my fingers. So the other thing that you get in the pack is this little bag. And this is all part of it, all part of the experience apparently. So let's open the bag and we'll push our little squishy bear in there. And then we close the bag. And he's got hairs everywhere, but then you squish him there. I don't know whether that's how you keep him. And that's it. Yeah, and I've got another bag for this one somewhere. All right, here comes the cat paw. So you, a little cat paw thing, are going in there. And then you're sealed in a very Japanese way. And I think really I have to do like a little label for these with a little thing on saying, "Dear Spider Niece, this squishy is for you." An interesting thing to do. I mean, it's just silicone moulding really. Maybe I can use these for some harder resin and make it a different, but then it wouldn't be squidgy. So have you made what are they called? Taba squishies? Have you? Let's just look at why we shouldn't eat them for a second. Hang on, right? So, in fact, really, not put them anywhere near children. Well, look, because they've got polysilohexane in them, silicon dioxide, and platinum. It's got platinum in it. Ooh, yeah. All right, keep out of reach of children. Gummy crisps. Taba squishy. Right, okay. I mean, if you've never heard of them, maybe you found this slightly interesting. I mean, it's a thing to make. It's a thing to mould. If this is for you, if you like this sort of thing, let me know if I've done it right. Give me a comment below. Otherwise, watch out for my next video. It'll probably be more about electronics. Bye. Is this for kids? Can't be. It's for adults, Japanese. Ladies. Yeah. Stupid Taba squishies. Be picking this off my desk for months.